may pick up one fact from here, but it will focus more on the conceptual clarity. But these facts are actually helping you revise the whole syllabus. Okay, this is also very essential for your exam. Okay, Mahalwari system. It was based on the collective responsibility of the village community, or these collective responsibility over here is known as the Mahal for the revenue payment. We had already discussed that there were three types of revenue payments. One was your permanent settlement, second is Mahalwari, and third is Ryotwari. So this is based on collective responsibility. Yes, this is absolutely right over here. It was introduced in the parts of northern western province, Punjab and Awadh. Both the statements are absolutely right over here. Okay. Yes, and one more thing. It has been started by McKenzie and revised by Bird in 1833. Okay, now see over here. Permanent settlement. At most of the areas, permanent settlement was there. It was started in Bengal 1793. Absolutely right. Ryotwari, Madras and Bombay Presidency. Right? This is absolutely right. Mahalwari, Northern Western Province and Punjab, definitely right. And Zamindari Abolition Act, it came post-independent reform. So basically, in the permanent settlement, what was happening over here, that it was a three-way system. Okay, there was a peasant at the base who was producing. There has been a Zamindar, and there had been this British officials, right? So basically, Zamindar during the time of permanent settlement, he had been a intermediary. In terms of Ryotwari, to they had tried to eliminate this conception of Zamindari system over here. In Mahal, they had tried to collectively bring the whole village, right, who was paying the land revenue. Okay, so the next question, it talks about that which of the following statements about the Ryotwari system are correct. I have just discussed that this had been introduced by Thomas Munro. Absolutely right. It was introduced in Madras and Bombay Presidency. Absolutely right. They involved the direct settlement between the government and the individual cultivators. Absolutely right. And what they did, they had removed over here, they had removed the intermediaries. Intermediary. Right. Revenue was fixed permanently. This permanent fixation of revenue has been seen in permanent settlement, not over here. This is wrong. Okay, 1, 2, and 4 are right over here. Three types of land revenue settlements we had seen. One was permanent settlement, started by Lord Cornwallis in Bengal. Second was, okay, in this permanent settlement, there was fixation of the land revenue, there was presence of zamindar or the mediary. Second one is your Ryotwari. Ryotwari was basically under Thomas Munro in Madras presidencies. Okay, there has been no mediatory. They had removed the mediatory person over here, the zamindar part. The third one over here is your Mahalwari settlement. Again, it was a collective accumulation of the land revenue from the village. Is it clear? Now, consider the following administrative reforms under Lord Lytton over here. Financial devolution to the provinces. Now, this administrative reforms which are started by Lord Lytton, okay, these are around 18 70 AD, and here we are going to see that first of all, initially this whole process of financial devolution, or you can say self-government, had been, or you can say this local self-government had initially been started by Lord Mayo over here, right? And he was the one, Lytton, who had continued this administrative policy. Equalization of the salt duties. Let's see it from here. This is absolutely right. Yes, he was the one who had emphasized on or implemented the equalization of salt duties. Creation of separate northwest frontier. No. And formation of Indian Privy Council. He was the one who had proposed this idea, but again, it was not uh, it did not come up during that time. Second one came during the time of Montfort reform, the Privy Council or the Chamber of the Princes in 1921. That is also absolutely wrong over here, right? Consider the following outcomes of Delhi Durbar 1877. First of all, Queen Victoria was proclaimed the Empress of India. Yes, the prince over here, they were triggered, okay, they were reduced to the feudatories, absolutely right. The event triggered the early nationalist consciousness, yes. Famine relief was prioritized during the celebration. They did not empathized with the famine condition which had been prevalent in India during that time. Instead, their focus was more on the celebration of Delhi Durbar. Is it clear? See, Queen Victoria, she was proclaimed empress over here. Indian prince, they were reduced to feudatories, right? And the event, it had triggered the early nationalist consciousness. What is this early nationalist consciousness? You will see by coming off 1888 AD, there will be formation of Congress under A.O. Hume, right? And there will be this spirit of early nationalist movement among the people, that these thinkers or these early nationalist people, they will be wanting constitutional reforms.